Sawadika, and welcome to the Dhammayatra activities on today, January 15th, which is the candle lighting session for today in honor of the area where Longpu was born. And so in this occasion, this marks as the second candle lighting event that we are having here at Wat Pratamagaya. And in the Dhammayatra activities, we have had a chance to walk through the first two places of Longpu's pilgrimage path. The first area being the birthplace of Longpu Wat Paknam, and the second place being the area where he made the resolution to ordain for the rest of his life. Now, with the Dhammayatra procession passing in the past few days, we are now going on to make the homage and pay honor to the place where Longpu was reborn into his Dhamma body. That is, or he was reborn into the status of monkhood, fulfilling the vow that he made. Therefore, at this point, today we will be paying homage to the area and the location and the site where Longpu ordained as a monk and became moving from a layman into the status of monkhood. Today we will be paying homage to the area of Wat Sang Pinong, which is the temple in the hometown of Longpu Wat Paknam. And that area was also the place and the temple where he maintained and was able to get a Buddhist education. And this was the place where he was able to fulfill the vow that he made at the canal of Bang Nang Ten and was able to become a monk, fulfilling the vow. And as we follow through Longpu's pilgrimage path, we will see that he has persevered in this status of monkhood until the very end and the last breath of his life, maintaining his status in a monkhood, maintaining his position as a monk, and maintaining and adorning the yellow robes of a Theravada Buddhist monk until the very end. And so today marks the day where he moves on from the status of being a monk or the status of being a layperson, moving on, giving up his business, giving up the opportunity to build wealth, giving up to have a comfortable life holding a business and a rice merchant business, which he gave up and returned back to his family. Now this marks the opportunity and a journey for Lungpu to fully dedicate himself to learn the lessons and to learn the truth that the Lord Buddha had learned. And so we have come together in the Dhammayatra activities to establish the memorial of Prat Mongkol Tepuni Sochantasaro, which is the monk name of our great master, in the path of the Mara Vanquisher in the 7 places as follows. First is the beginning of the birthplace of Lungpu Wat Wak Nam at the province of Songpinong. The second is the canal where he made the resolution to ordain for the rest of his life. On the way back home, the third is the temple Wat Sangpinang, where he was able to fully ordain and attain the status of monkhood at the age of 22 years old. The fourth is the place where he attained the Dhamma body, attaining the Dhammakaya, and being able to have the opportunity to attain the Dhamma within, attaining the title as the rediscoverer of the Vishatamagaya method. Fifth is the first propagation site at Wat Bangpa, which is the temple where he shared the Vishatamagaya, proving that this can be attained by others. Sixth is the place where he conducted the Vishatamagaya at Wat Pakna, where he maintained the status of abbot until the very end of his life. And 7, finally, which is the site where we are propagating the method that Longpu had rediscovered throughout the world here at Wat Patamagaya. So in about 10 minutes, we will continue into the candle lighting ceremony. And during the ceremony, the schedule is as follows. We will first have a resolution, paying respect to the triple gem first, doing the candle lighting, having a blessing by the Sangkat members all over the world, having a meditation session by Venerable Pasarat, Lungpi Pasarat, who will be leading the English meditation for this part. And then we will have a resolution and a sharing loving kindness for to end the program. And then after that, this will be the program for tonight. If you're joining us through Zoom, make sure that your cameras are on, your white attires are on, and you're prepared to participate fully in the program with a heart filled with faith and filled with honor for our great master. The memorial of Wat Sangpi Nam in the Suphanburi province bears great importance in Lungpu's history, because when our great master, at the age of 19, while ferrying through the canal on his way back home, he made the resolution to ordain into the monkhood for the rest of his life. However, Mara is the name that we give to that which obstructs people who pursues perfections, obstructed him relentlessly to prevent him from having the chance to ordain. However, Longpu, the great master, has aged perfections from a lifetime and several lifetimes of having the resolution to attain the same Dhamma that the Lord Buddha did, and also to free all living beings from the cycle of suffering. And so Mara relentlessly obstructed, but however, due to the compassion and the perfection that he has, he was able to traverse the world in and surpass all sense desires until finally being reborn into the status of monkhood at Wat Sangpinong. Therefore, this is the place where Lungpu attained the status of monkhood, and the noble status of monkhood allowed for Lungpu to gain the title of the Mara Vanquisher He was able to be reborn into the Dhamma body while in the status of monkhood. And in the status of monkhood, he was able to disseminate and to propagate the Vishathamakaya in order to defeat Mara and to spread Vishathamakaya throughout the world. And so here at Wat Pratamagaya, if you have ever come to meditate or join in any of the candlelighting sessions, or if you have just come to pay respect or to join in our Buddhist activities, you are participating in the meditation method that the Lord Buddha had taught, simply maintaining mindfulness at the center of the body. And that has been, and thus you have been a part of the movement that Luang Pu, our great master, has intended for his life and for his legacy afterwards. And Luang Pu then was able to maintain the status of monkhood throughout his entire life, being an example for those who are Buddhists who have the same aspirations to seek inner peace within, to practice and dedicate their lives to the training and the discipline, just like the Lord Buddha, who had also attained monkhood after giving up his worldly possessions, after giving up his family, and after giving up his throne. He was able to become from Prince Siddhartha after attaining enlightenment to Gautama Buddha. And in that case, Luang Pu also followed in the footsteps of his great master, of the predecessors before him, in the same vein, maintaining that monkhood until the very end. And of course, throughout the world, and there are many Buddhist models who have the same aspirations and have the same goals to share, and to share the inner peace with the world, and to share the path of training oneself and to discipline oneself throughout one's life, giving and being a lesson for one to take on until they are able to fully stand on their own, based on their own virtues, and to accumulate merit for themselves. And so and this is a chance for many of the Sangha members. We are grateful to have all of the Sangha members coming in to give that blessing and this worldwide blessing that we will have today at the candle lighting ceremony. And not only will the Sangha members join, but we also invite all of the lay people to come and join us in receiving and chanting the Dhammayatra Pavatana Sutta, which is the first sermon of the Lord Buddha, today in our event. And so having the chance to come, if you're here, just relax, make sure that you, because you're joining this event today, you're also participating in bringing about the revitalization, extending the livelihood of Buddhism, because due to the COVID session and the COVID era that we are in today, the social distancing measures had a tremendous impact on the longevity of Buddhism, in that the lay people who have the power to support and have the faith to support the Buddhist Sangha have been severely limited due to the social distancing measures. And the Sangha members who rely on the lay people for necessities, food, shelter, clothing, have dwindled due to the lack of these funds and the support because of the restrictions in place. Therefore, more than ever, your participation in this program for today, in participation in Mass, showing that there is still Buddhist unity, showing that there is still a Buddhist, there is definitely a Buddhist unity happening in the world, whether or not we are showing up in person, but simply showing up online is a way for us to show our support, showing up and presenting ourselves on camera to show that Buddhist unity is still alive and well here in the era where the Lord Buddha may not exist anymore. However, Buddhism still prospers. And so with the Dhammayatra procession happening, thousands of monks coming in to walk and thousands of laymen coming in to pay respect in the serene visual, the serene event, is the visual and the image that the world needs to know that there is still a respect for virtue. There is still a need for good people, for models and role models in the world. And there are people who support and still respect good models, good teachers here in the world today. None other than that, especially when we are here in a world where technology is worldwide, technology is in the hands of all people. We are using the technology for the benefit of the Buddhist community. So having a chance to come and show our respect to that provides us limitless benefits. Especially, you will be knowing about the benefits of joining and welcoming the Dhammayatra procession. Candle lighting, awards one with wisdom, awards one with good samadhi, sati, awareness, and mindfulness. And these are the benefits that we are bringing to ourselves simply by coming and showing with a heart full of respect, a heart and a mind filled with reverence for the wisdom, loving compassion, and the precepts and the sila and the purity of our great masters, Lord Buddha, Longpu Pramukun Tipuni, and other Buddhist role models here in the world. In a few minutes, we will be switching to the main program, and the main program will begin with the paying respect to the Triple Gem, and also the candle lighting before we go on to having, or we'll have a meditation and candle lighting before we go on to receiving the blessing. So of course, if you have any family members, you can join, ask them to join, and ask and bring any children to come and receive the blessing, because any people who are able to hear the blessing can receive it, obviously. At this moment, make sure that your mind is bright, radiant, filled with happiness, and more than anything, free from any burdens and free from any worries, because the mind that we are offering to our great masters at this point today will be a mind that is bright, radiant, free from any suffering, free from any defilements, a mind that is bright and filled with faith and respect, knowing and honoring those worthy of respect today. Once again, we are in the program, and it looks like we shall switch to the main program. So I would like to invite everyone to maintain a peaceful and happy mind, a light smile on their face, and to maintain a mind that, whether visualizing or maintaining just the mantra of Sama Arahang, to simply think of our great master for today as we switch to the main program. I would like to Satu and Nanamotanabun in the merits of everyone. Now we would like to invite all of the presiding Dhammayatra monks and all of the lay people who are joining the program through Zoom to pay respect to the Mahatmakaya Chaitya by bowing 3 times. Let's bow together. As we wait for the presiding monk to reach to the stage, we will pay respect to the Dhammakaya JD. Please prepare to pay respect to the JDA. Bow, bow, bow.
กราบอาราธนาพระธรรมยาตราทุกรูปตั้งใจกรา
Now
บ
we
ท่านประธาน
invite
สงฆ์
all lay people to pay respect to the presiding monk, who is the assistant of Wat Pratamagaya. Bow, bow, bow. Please pay respect to the triple gem.
สัมพุทโธภะคะวา
อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวา
พุทธังภคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิ
พุทธังภะคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิ
สวากาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโม
สวากขาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโม
ธัมมังนัมัสสามิ
ธัมมังนัมสสามิ
สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สังฆังนะมามิ
สังฆังนะมามิ
อันธรรมยังพุทธัสสะภะคะวะโตอุปภาคณมการังกโรมาเสนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะกราบ
Pay respect. Bow,
กราบ
bow,
ก
bow.
ราบก่อนที่เราจะได้มีโอกาสทำพิธีจุดประทีปเพื่อบูชาพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่
Now, before we shall pay respect to Long Pu and paying respect to the area of Wat Song Pinong in order to pay respect to the area where Long Pu was able to also not only attain the status of monkhood, but also this monkhood status was one that allowed for him to further attain the Dhamma body, to find and to study Vishatimagaya method, and to be able to share and teach us thoroughly. Before we will go to light the candles in today's ceremony, we will first meditate to purify our mind and to receive the merit fully. Now we would like to ask all people to make your mind light and free from discomfort, to be comfortable, and invite all of the Dhammayatra monks and lay people at this time who are here joining us through the Zoom program, who are within Thailand and also international. Make your body relaxed and happy, sitting in whatever position that you are comfortable in, making sure that you are comfortable, not in discomfort. Now we will invite Venerable Pasarat to lead the meditation for today.
So adjust until your whole body really feel comfortable. Every single muscle loosening up. Relax your whole facial muscles until a bit of smile appear on your face, rewarding yourself that you have come on this part of pursue perfections so that your mind will be filled with joy. So after your whole body is comfortable, let us ease up the mind by discarding all affairs and matters in your life. It could be matters about your work, your family, your home, about person, places, or any other affairs. Matters in the past that's already over, matters in the future that have not appeared to you yet. Now is the time for you to let them all go, to withdraw your attachment from them, and automatically your mind will return to be still with you inside at the center of the body. And keep your mind still right there, joyfully, comfortably. The mind is the storage and container for the merit that we have accumulated throughout innumerable lifetimes. Every kind of good deeds that we have committed, including the merit today, from paying respect to the Great Master, all of them will be stored at the mind, so that we are going to purify our mind by keeping it stand still, very softly and comfortably at the center of the body. Keep it steadily still. When the mind stands still, it will be self-purifying until the original state of the mind is returned. Maintain your mind calm, steady and still, with that comfortable feeling you found at your center. It doesn't matter If you see or not seeing anything, your body will begin to be more comfortable. Your mind will be lightening up. As your mind continues to be still, your meditation experiences will progress until brightness, Dhammasphere, may appear inside. And to get there is simply maintain the stillness of your mind. Some of you may like to visualize an object as a landmark of your center. So you can visualize any object. For example, like the Buddha statue or the crystal sphere, alongside with the sound of the mantra that tenderly and softly echoing from your center, Samma Arahant, Samma Arahant, until your mind begins to become steady still within you. It comes with comfort, joy, and happiness. You may also just maintain your mind still, steadily, Samma Arahant. The gentle vibration of the sound of the mantra echoing from the center of your abdomen, while your mind rests so still at that point. The visualization can be any images on the Buddha, statue, the crystal sphere, or the warm bright sun. Anything that is simplest for you to keep inside, that gives you such warm and comfortable feeling. Keep your mind steady, still with that, as if it's representing your mind. And eventually, everything will come to complete stillness. And that stillness, joy, peace will appear to you. To get to that happiness, it does not need any action. You don't have to do anything at all. Simply just let it be. Allow your mind to stand still, deep in peace and calmness at the center. Now that your mind is calm, clear and bright for the merit that we are about to make tonight, let us recite the words of offering lanterns all together.
ภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะโอกาสะ
May we
ข้าพเจ้าทั้งหลาย
come together in offering on this auspicious occasion, which has been passed down by 2,600 years of Buddhist tradition. In this blessed land, may we, who are united, conduct accordingly the tradition of our ancestors to maintain aspirations in glorifying Buddhism, continuing the path of the Mara Vanquisher, and accumulating merit and perfection. At this time, may we, from the act of candle lighting, as an offering of gratitude in honor of the great master, Pramongkol Tet Muni, Sochantasaro, Mara Vanquisher, in declaration for the restoration of Buddhism to prosper back once more, as in the time of the Buddha era. Let this land be prosperous in glory and radiance. May all beings of the world attain the Dhammakaya within and steadfast awareness by the teachings of the Lord Buddha of Buddhism, enduring throughout, lasting forever and more. In just a moment, the presiding monk, who is the assistant to the abbot, we invite all of the Dhammayatra monks and lay people to put one's hand in a lotus position. As the presiding monk who will light the major candles, we would like to ask all Dhammayatra and laymen to wait for the presiding monk to light the major candles before lighting one's own candle.
ขอกราบอาราธนาพระธรรมยาตราได้จุดประทีปในโอกาส
And
นี้ครับ
invite the Dhammayatra monks to light their candles and invite the lay people to light their candles also.
ท่านให้ร่มเงาเพื่อให้เราร่มเย็นเชกดังเช่นธรรมเมฆบนนภาเราร่มเย็นเป็นสุขทุกเวลาด้วยบุญญาพระมงคลเทพมุนีคำสอนสั่งครั้งท่านมีชีวิตอยู่ ยังก้องหูกูเสียงธรรมนำวิธีให้เราได้ใส่ใจสร้างบารมีอยู่ตรงที่ศูนย์กลางกายภายในตนทำอย่างนี้ทั้งนั่งนอนยืนเดินอย่าได้เลินเล่อเผลอทุกแห่งหนในไม่ช้าบุญญากล้าจะได้ยนต์ทางมรรคผลพ้นภัยผ่านมารบีทาท่านให้ร่มเงาเพื่อให้เราร่มเย็นเช่นดังเช่นธรรมเมฆบนนภาเราร่มเย็นเป็นสุขทุกเวลาด้วยบุญญาพระมงคลเทพมุนีคำสอนสั่งเครื่องท่านมีชีวิตอยู่ยังก้องหูกูเสียงธรรมนำวิธีให้เราได้ใส่ใจสร้างบารมีอยู่ตรงที่ศูนย์กลางกายภายในตนทำอย่างนี้ทั้งนั่งนอนยืนเดินอย่าได้เลินเล่อเผลอทุกแห่งหนในไม่ช้าบุญญากล้าจะได้ยนต์ทางมรรคผลพ้นภัยผ่านโอ้ใครหนอจะสอนสั่งดังท่านได้เกิดแก่ตายหลายล้านหนไม่อาจหามาพบแล้วแก้วกายทำนำชีวาด้วยมหากรุณาของท่านด้วยมหากรุณาของท่าน
ขอกราบอาราธนาพระธรรมยา
I'd
ต
like
รา
to invite
และสาธุชน
the
ทั่ว
Dhammayatra
โลก
monks and laymen
ก
all
ล่าว
over the
คำสรรเสริญ
world
คุณของพระมง
to
คลเทพมุนี
pay respect to Pramangkunti Muni Sochantasaro, Mara Vanquisher, in the traditional Thai verse.
สาน ยามานสุนนฤพานอาทิยานพระนำชัยมีชีวิตถวายสารมุนีนาถนักเพ็ญใสสนิทในหฤทัยนักร้องไห้ดวงธรรมสว่างล้ำพระธรรมได้ปรายเห็นสุดตลอดสายภารกายวิเศษสารวิมชาประชานเที่ยวมานาเดียวผจญมารปราบสิ้นกิเลสร้ายอาภิบาลมาชนรู้แจ้งประจักษ์จริงเราลิ้นจะรวมพลยิ่งคือมังผลอนุสรณ์พระตนพันยอมอายยอมแพ้มานาแม่มีแปรพันรักษาทุกคืนวันสลับวันผู้ทิ้งรีใจท่านมีหวันไหวจากขยายพระศาสีสร้างรักและคนดีผู้มีตลอดชนด้วยชะสรรเสริญสุขเจริญพิพัฒน์ผลพระมงคลเทพุนีพิชิตมาด้วยชัยมาลายโสที่ระโรลุภัยผ่านสมสุขเกษมสันต์อาณาจักรพระพันมีรู้แจ้งพระธรรมรู้วิชาพระชินสีเปี่ยมบุญญาบารมีสุขสันต์นิรันดร์
ตั้งใจกล่าวคำอธิษฐานจิต
We'll make
จุด
the
โคมประทีปกัน
resolution
นะ
for having lighting the candles in homage of the Buddha. May the fruit of merit from lighting lanterns in homage to the Buddha, in homage to the great master, พระมงคลเทพมุนีโสชันทัสสโร Mara Vanquisher, with this merit, may all people of all countries and people of the world be safe, healthy, and free from the illness and suffering, including COVID-19. May all of us have a prosperous, bright life, like the brightness of these lanterns. May we have a successful life and work and achieve achieving what we desire. May we have strong health, long life, being able to pursue perfections for a long time. May we have safe trips wherever we go. May we have happiness and joy in the pursuit of happiness. May we be welcomed everywhere we go and be respected by humans and celestial beings. May we be reborn into a noble class in a country in which Buddhism prospers, into a wise family that is well-to-do and virtuous, being able to support Buddhism. May we attain Dhammakaya at a young age and be able to maintain the attained state. May we attain the most of physical attributes, the most of wealth, Now, having been able to light the candle lighting at the Jaiya of 1,000,000 Buddhas in honor of the great master Pratmakunti Muni Suchantasaro. Now, we will apply the teachings of the Lord Buddha to the center of our body through the body, speech, and mind by receiving the blessings in order to receive good fortune and prosperity in the year of 2022 and so on. Therefore, now we would like to invite all of the Mahathera monks and the areas of Buddhism and to invite the lay people to receive the blessing now in this occasion. Now we would like to invite the Sangha members to give a blessing at this time.
Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Putthaṃ Saraṇaṃ นังคัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยมปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยมปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยมปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยมปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยมปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยมปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิยานิทัพพุตานิสัมมาคตานิภูมานิวายานิวะอันตลิเกสัพเพวะพุตาสุมาณาภวันตุอัตโตปิสักกาจะสุนันสุภาสิตังตัสมาหิพุตานิสาเมฆสัพเพเมตังกโรธมานุสิยาปัจจายติวาจาราโตจารันติเยปลิงตัสมาหิเนราคตาอัปปมาตายังกิมจิวิตังหิตวาหุรังวาสาเกสุวายังรัตนังปณิตังนโนสมังอาติตถาคเตนะอิทัมปิพุทเตรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุขยังวิราคังอมตังปณิตังยตาจักขาสักกยมุนีสมาหิโตนะเตนะธรรมเมนะสมาธิกินจิธัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุยัมพุทธเศธโธปริวานนะเยสุจิงสมาธิมานันตริกัญญมาหุสมาธินาเตนะสมโมนะเวจติธัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุเยปุคลาอัตตสตังปัสสัทธาจัตตาริเอตานิยุคานิโหติเตตาคินายาสุขตัสสะสาวกาเอเตสุตินนานิมหาภลานิตัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุเยสุปยุตตามนัสสะทันเหนะนิกามิโนโคตมัสสะสนังหิเตปฏิปัตตาอมตังวิคัยหลาตามุทานิปุติงปุญชมานาอิตัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุยะทินตะกิโลปัทวิงสิโตสิยาจตุปิวาเตปิอสัมปะกัมปิโยตถุปมังสัพพุริสังวัฏามิโยอริยสัจจานิอเวจปัสสติธัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุเยอริยสัจจานิวิภาวยันติกัมปิระพันเยนะสุเทสิตานิกินจาปิเตโหติปุสัพพมัต ตานาเตภวังอาตมมาติยันติธัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุสหาวาสัทธาสนะสัมปทายตยาสุธรรมาจหิตาภวันติสักกายทิฏฐิวิจิกิจฉิตัญจะศีลปตังวาปิยคาทิกินจิตตัวหาปาเยหิจเวปมัวตัวชะจาพิธานานิอาปาโปกาตุงอิตัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุกินจาปิโสกัมมังกโรติปาปะกังกายเยนะวาจายุทธเจตสาวาอภาโพโสตัสสะปฏิจทายะอภาปตาทิฏฐปทาสวุตตาอิทัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุวนาปะโกมเพยทาปุสิตาเคคิมหานามาเสปะธรรมาสมิงคิมเมตทุปมันธรรมวรังอเทสยินิปานคามิงปรมังหิตายะอิธัมปิพุทเทระตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุวโรวรัญโยวรโทวราหะโรอนุตตโรธัมมวรังอเทสยิอิธัมปิพุทเทระตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุขีนังโบราณังนวังนาทิสัมภวังวิรัตจิตายติเกภวะสมิงเตขีนาปิชาอวิรุณิจันทานิปันติติรายทายัมปฏิโพอิตัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเจนะสุวัตติโหตุยานิกะพุตานิสัมมาคตานิภูมานิวายานิวะอันตะลิเกตถาคตังเทวมนุสสปุชิตังพุทธังนามาสามาสุวัตติโหตุยานิกะพุตานิสัมมาคตานิภูมานิวายานิวะอันตะลิเกตถาคตังเทวมนุสสปุชิตังธัมมังนามาสามาสุวัตติโหตุยานิกะพุตานิสัมมาคตานิภูมานิวายานิวะอันตะลิเกตถาคตังเทวมนุสสปุชิตังสังฆังนามาสามาสุวัตติโหตุโอชังโคสติสังขาตัวธัมมานังวิจโยตถาวิริยัมปิติปัสสติโพจังคาจะตถาปเรสมาตุเปกโพจังคาสัตเตเตสัพพทาสินามุนินาสัมมตาคาตาปาวิตาปะหุริกตาสังวาตันติอภิญญายานิพพานายะจะโพธิยาเอเตนะสัจวะเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัมปทาเอกสมิงสมัยเยนะโทโมค คัลลานันจักกัสสปังคิลาเนทุกิเปติสวะโพจังเกสัตตเตสยิเตจตังอภินันติตวารโรคามุจิงสุตังคะเนเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัมปทาเอกทาตัมมราชาปิเกรันเยนาปิปิริโตจุนตาเทเรนะตันเยวปนาเปตวานาสาธารังสัมโพธิตวาจะอาคาธาตัมหาบุตถาสิกขานะโสเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัพพทาปะหินาเตจะอาปาทาตินันนัมปิมเหสินังมาคาหัตถกิเลสาวปัตตานุปาติธรรมตังเอเตนะสัจวาเจนะโสติเตโหตุสัพพทาอาหุงสหัสสมพิเนมิตาสาวุตันตังกรีเมกะลังมุติตาโครัสเสนะมารังกานาติธรรมวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิมาราติเรกมปิโยจิตสาปราติงโกรัมปนาลวะกมะกมมทาทยากังกันติสุตันตวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลาดินาราคิริงกัจวรังอติมาตพุตังทาวาคิจากรรมสเนวสุตารุนันตังเวตังมุเสกวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิอุคิตถาธรรมติหาตสุทารุนันตังทาวันติโยจนะปะตังกุลิมาลวันตังเอเตปิสังคตมโนจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิกตวานากาธมุตรังนิวกาปินิยาจินจายตัวตวจนังชนะกายมาเจสันเตนะโสมวิตินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิสัจจังวิหายมติสัจจกวาทะเกตุงวาทาปิโรปิตมนังปฏิอันกภูตังปัญญาปฏิปัจจลิโตจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานินันโทปนันทพุชกังวิพุทังมหิติงปวเตนะเทระพุชเกนะธรรมาปยันตัวเอตัวปเทสวิทินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิตัวคาหาทิติพุชเกนะสุทาทหัตถังพรามังวิสุทธิจุติเมติปกาปิทานังญาณากเตนะวิทินาจิตวามุนินโทตันเตชะสาภวตุเตชยมังคลานิเอตาปิพุทธชยมังคลาอัตถคาทายโยวาจโนทินาทิเนสรเตมะคันเทอิตวานเนกวิวิธานิจุปัตตวานิโมขังสุขังอธิขมายนะโรสปัญโย มหาการุณิโกนาโถอิตายสัพพปานินางปุเรตวาปารมีสัพพปัตตัวสัมโพธิมุตตมังเอเตนะสัจวัจเจนะโหตุเตชยมังคลังชยันตัวโพธิยามุเลสักยานังนันทิวัตโนเอวังตวังวิจโยโหอิจยาสุจยมังคเลอปาราชิตปัลลังเกสีเสปัตวิโภคะเลอภิเสเกสัพพพุทธานังอาคาปะโตปโมทติสุนาคาตังสุมังคลังสุปาปาตังสุโหติตังสุขโนสุโมโหตัวจัสุยิตังพระมจาริสุปตาทินังกายกรรมังวาจากรรมังปตาทินังปตาทินังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปตาทินาปตาทินานิกตวานลปันตาเตปตาทิเมภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนัสทธาโสติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพธรรมานุภาเวนัสทธาโสติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนัสทธาโสติภวันตุเตตั้งใจหลับตาเจริญสมาธิภาวนากันนะจ๊ะหลับตาเบา
Let's begin our meditation by closing your eyes very softly and gently. So please close your eyes gently, just enough to feel relaxed throughout your face and your whole body. Close your eyes very gently and softly, and relax every muscles throughout your whole body until you feel rested. Please take a few moments to adjust your sitting posture until you find yourself the most comfortable one. Good posture will help you not feeling bothered by your body anymore. And slowly free up your mind from all matters and affairs that you have been holding on, so that your mind can be filled with joy, bliss, and happiness. Slowly free up your mind from all affairs and matters which may irritate it, worried, or trouble you, by imagining as if you are the only person in this world, sitting right here relaxingly. And then slowly bring your consciousness, your mind back to being within yourself at the center of the body. It is the point in the middle of your abdomen to think of breath above the level of the navel. Keep aware of your centers feeling so softly and tenderly. so that the mind will be calm, clean, and clear. Take your time, take it easy in steadying your mind. Let the mind standing still inside. You may recall the image of the Great Master appearing within you. You may visualize the Great Master sitting meditating within yourself at your center, as if you are gently reminding yourself of the Great Master. Doesn't matter the image is clear or sharp, just the gentle awareness of the Great Master. As tonight we are meditating to commemorate the Great Master. Ever since the day he ordained as a Buddhist monk, he started his monastic practice and meditation the next day intensively, and he continued that every single day without missing any days for the rest of his life. He has been persevering in his meditation practice in order to purify his mind. On the first day in his monk's life until the end of days. Anytime that he mentioned his monastic practices, he always recollect that perseverance of meditation practice with pride that he has spent his life as a monk truly and fully. So by purifying his mind, he has been living up to the monastic standards of practice, and that's what he was very proud about. He also continued his perseverance of meditation by seeking more knowledge of the Dhamma in scriptures, and also seek and learn from many teachers. When he reached the 12th year of his monk's life, he was determined to achieve the highest state of meditation. And he said to himself that he has spent 12 years in monk's robe, but he has not found the Dhamma of the Buddha. So he was willing to give up his life to the attainment of the Dhamma. If he discovers it, he will be able to witness the truth of the Dhamma that the Buddha discovered. If he wouldn't find it, he will be willing to give up his life or to practice. For the world to know of his commitment. And with that intent and resolutions, he discovered the knowledge of the Dhammakaya and spread it worldwide. When he sat down to meditate, all of his past practices from many lifetimes help him to discover the Dhammakaya knowledge inside. And then when he discovered that knowledge, it enabled him to purify his mind more and more and realize about the Mara until the last day of his life. Therefore, we as his disciple came together to commemorate of him with the mind of faith. And with that faithful mind, his image will appear at your center so easily, simply. It could be any images that you're familiar with. So keep his image at your center with your mind. Stand still very softly. At the same time, let the sound of the mantra echoing from your center. Samma, Samma, Samma. Maintain the stillness of mind very gently until your mind is calm, serene, and ready for the coming merit that we are about to make. Please keep your mind, keep aware of the Great Master and the mantra softly, gently, tenderly touch at the center of yourself. Allow that flow of comfort to immerse your whole being. If you already found the brightness inside, you may so tenderly touch upon it. Keep your mind calm, steadily still. Maintain the stillness of mind very tenderly within yourself. And let everything be on its own while you are immersing deep in that delicacy inside. You may continue with that stillness of mind so softly in silence for a while. Your mind stands still. Now we will share spreading loving kindness. You may recollect all of the good deeds that you have done, beginning with the merit from lighting candles in homage to the Great Master and all other kinds of merit until the brightness within you is formulated with that joyful feeling inside. And as you gently touch at the center of it, you can feel the expansion of that positive energy within you that fill your whole existence with joy. and then allow it to expand further to everyone around the world, broadcasting your positive intents for every person to be happy, to be free of miseries, beginning from everyone in your house, in your residence. May everyone be free from what troubled them. Expands further throughout your whole neighborhood, wishing every creatures the life of peace, happiness, and joy. The more you're standing still at the center, the positive energy is going to expand like a stone drop in the pond, and the ripples expand beyond all borders, boundaries, across the city, the whole country, and slowly expand as you are embracing every person with your loving kindness. It continues to expand further across the globe, wishing every person in this world to not harming each other, to be kind and compassionate toward one another. Expand is further across the globe with that positive energy within yourself. Let it expand further and further, broadcasting your positive intents to everywhere, everyone, limitless and indefinitely, wishing deep inside that may all beings who share the nature of sadness and suffering be happy. You may also sharing this positive to your loved one, your families, your parents, your friends, your relatives, and all kinds of animals, creatures, in different species. May all of them receive this positive energy that you share right here, that expand, canvassing across the plane. Allow that loving kindness of yours to be broadcasted indefinitely.
Sappe Buddha Parapata Pajeka Nang Jayang Palang Arahanta Nanjati Nupavena Sappa Sankhanupavena Satta Sochi Bhavantu Te
สาธุ
ทบทวนโอวาทวัดสองพี่น้อง
Now we will do an overview of the ceremony of the location of Long Pu's ordination place. We we have come together to pay respect to the Memorial Hall of Lung Pu, Wat Bak Nam, Pramongkol Tepmuni Sun Chantasaro, and his pilgrimage path, which is first starting with the birthplace of Lung Pu Wat Bak Nam, starting at the Song Pi Nong province in Song Pi Nong district in Suphanburi province. Second is the place where he was able to have a resolution of lifelong ordination at the Bang Nang Chen Canal. And the third, where he went from the status of a layperson to the status of monkhood here at Wat Song Pi Nong, Suphanburi province. Fourth, attaining the Dhammakaya within at Wat Putbun in Nonthaburi province. 5, being able to propagate for the first time to lay people and Sangha at Wat Bangla. 6, performing the Visha Dhammakaya method, vanquishing Mara at Wat Bak Nam. 7, propagating the Visha Dhammakaya method at Patum Thani, here at Wat Dhammakaya. Therefore, this area in today bears great importance. When Lung Pu Wat Bak Nam, Great Master, has the aspiration at the age of 19, while ferrying rice at the Bang Nang Chen Canal, he had the intention to go out and ordain as a monk for the rest of his life. However, Mara relentlessly obstructed him to prevent this. Lung Pu Wat Bak Nam has great perfections, making it unable for Mara to stop him. Therefore, he was able to traverse the world and surpass all sense desires until being reborn into the status of monkhood. Therefore, Wat Song Pi Nong is the site where Lung Pu attained the status of monkhood. It is the noble half of being able to be born as a monk for Lung Pu in order for him to become the Mara vanquisher, allowing for him to attain the Dhammakaya body inside and then to research and to propagate Visha Dhammakaya up to the worldwide propagation and sharing of the Visha Dhammakaya method that we have here today at Wat Dhammakaya. Therefore, Wat Song Pi Nong is a temple where he ordained. Leaving the temple, he had maintained the status of monkhood for the rest of his life, making it so that this memorial bears great importance. The declaration of gratitude and in homage of the Mara vanquisher is not an ordinary experience. The good reputation of those who are grateful was spread throughout the cosmos, hundreds and thousands of galaxies, and across the endless universe. Therefore, recollect Lung Pu continuously at the center of your body throughout the Dhammayatra activities. Both monks and laymen will pursue perfections as a team and attain perfections as a team. Lung Pu has immense perfections, otherwise he cannot quell Mara. In order to fight Mara, one must have aged perfections. We do it out of gratitude to support Buddhism, all while pursuing our perfections. Therefore, if you fail to be joyful while making merit, you do not fully gain the merit to the utmost capacity. Resolve to make merit joyfully from today onwards. Then there is no need to wait until the end of the Dhammayatra program to be over to be delighted in one's merits. Be delighted in every step of the way. A wise person is wise to make merit every day, to think good, speak good, do good, and have only happiness. Anyone who has a chance to come together to establish the memorial of Pramongkol Tepmuni Chantasaro, Mara vanquisher, is regarded as a highly fortunate person. Although the Dhammayatra monks may have intended to ordain temporarily, they are determined to fully practice the Dhamma. They also have the chance to walk the Dhammayatra procession, which is an opportunity available only annually. Therefore, everyone who has merit is a person who has an opportunity to help establish the path of the Mara vanquisher, which during this time in this world, there exists only one place, which is here. Out of the 7 billion people in the world, there exists only us who is able to pay homage to the Great Master. It is an extraordinary occurrence, and most importantly, for the Mara vanquisher to come to existence is not an easy matter. The path of the Mara vanquisher does not occur easily either, as Long Bu has dedicated his life to defeat Mara. Therefore, let's reflect on how fortunate we are to witness the pilgrimage path and to model ourselves after Long Bu's example. We should honor Great Master Long Bu, who was able to break through the barriers to be born and to ordain to pursue perfections. Therefore, his perfections is extraordinary. Therefore, this merit bears infinitely great importance. Therefore, this is the 10th anniversary of the Dhammayatra activities, which is an extraordinary event indeed. Wherever the pilgrimage path and memorial halls are in Thailand, we have created a music video or a video for us to view of all the 7 pilgrimage paths in order to invite the Dhammayatra monks to come and to truly see where each of these sites are. Therefore, most of these pilgrimage paths are in the central part of Thailand. This is important because why must we hold the Dhammayatra activities annually? Have we ever wondered for us, especially for the Dhammakaya staff members, why do we have belief and faith in merit? Why do we believe in the law of karma? All of these, why do we have the belief that these things exist? It is because we have faith in the Triple Gem. In the same manner, Long Po, both of our great masters, Long Po Tamashio and Long Po Tatachivo, have also wondered, why were we born? What, and after we die, what is the meaning of life? Does heaven and hell truly exist? As for Long Po Tamashio, he read the the Tripitaka from the age of 16, yet still wondered whether written in the scriptures do these things truly exist. Therefore, he went out himself in order to find the answer. Some people have answered, it does not exist. Heaven and hell only exist in the mind. Some people have answered, upon death, nothing happens. However, he never truly got a clear answer. Therefore, our Long Pa, upon meeting Kunyai, the great master nun, Chandra Konok Yung, asked her the same question, and Kunyai's answer was, "It is true. I've already visited these areas. I was able to help my own father out of hell. Would you like to visit heaven and hell?" Then Long Pa became the student of Kunyai, who taught Long Pa to meditate until he attained the Dhammakaya body in order for him to witness and bear witness that heaven and hell are real. Kunyai had faith because she attained the Visha Dhammakaya. Visha Dhammakaya is important because it causes us to have faith in the teachings of the Lord Buddha. We might remember that the day that the Lord Buddha attained enlightenment, at the beginning, the Lord Buddha attained the ability to review his past lives, many, many millions of lives. It is through the Dhammakaya where he was able to review his past lives, to know, to understand. The second step of enlightenment included viewing the lives of others and how others had lived their lives. Through Visha Dhammakaya that Long Pu was able to attain is a method aging 2,000 years ago. However, 500 years ago, or 500 years after the death of the Lord Buddha, it is a method that has disappeared from the world. Therefore, Long Pu had intended to go and rediscover the true method of the enlightenment of the Lord Buddha, allowing for us to know that the Visha Dhammakaya know truly that the teachings of the Lord Buddha is real, that the law of karma is real, and the three realms of existence exist. All of these are true and fact and are real, causing us to love merit and to fear causing any demerit, letting us know that humans are also a type of animal in the world. However, their true mission in life is to be free from the cycle of suffering in order to attain Nibbana. In between reaching Nibbana, we must enter the cycle of rebirth, where one may end up in the fortunate realm, including the 6 realms of heaven, the Brahma realms, with 27 fortunate realms in existence. Or we may end up in the unfortunate realms, including the Pretas, Asura, Gayas, and hell beings. All of these are true. It's not merely a tale. Here we exist, sitting in front of the Mahathamagaya Jaiya, here in this day, coming together, knowing the truth, having faith, and in order for us to attain a fortunate blessing after our life involves accumulating merit. Visha Dhammakaya causes us to have faith. Long Pu, the great master, then we have great gratitude towards him. Because the day that he attained the Visha Dhammakaya, he went in order to witness truth and the real truth for himself. Attaining the Dhammakaya allowed for him to see hell, to see heaven, to speak with Devas, to speak with hell beings, to go to Nibbana. Therefore, attaining a Dhammakaya is one that allows for us to see the truth of life. Long Pu was able to attain Visha Dhammakaya because he is a person that does everything with truth. He does everything truly. we must be able to research and to attain the Dhammakaya and see for ourselves from birth Luang Pu was born in Sangpinong. He was born in the Buddhist era 2447 and was born during the 5th king of Thailand and ordained during the 5th king of Thailand. Attained the Dhammakaya during the 6th king, became the abbot of Wat Baknam during the 6th king, and set up the Visha Dhammakaya workshop during the 7th king. And we have propagated the Dhammakaya method in the under the 9th king, making him one under 5 generations of kings. Luang Pu then Luang Pu was born in the area where Luang Pa renamed it as Lotus Land. However, we do not know what Lotus Land looks like at this moment. Therefore, let's look at this slide to view the area of Lotus Land. In the area of Luang Pu's birthplace, which bears a resemblance to a lotus. As you can see here, you can see that it looks like 2 lotus overlapping each other. Because it looks like 2 lotus overlapping each other, we have then named it Lotus Land. Luang Pa is able to see the true value of Luang Pu and know that he bears great gratitude for him. In order for the world to acknowledge the great value and virtues that Luang Pu has, he went ahead to create and to cast the image of Luang Pu in gold, which is hard to find, where a student would cast an image of their great master in gold. There exist 7 statues in existence. The first one is the weight of 7 tons. We have casted up to 8 statues. Therefore, we have made sure that each pilgrimage site has a golden statue of Luang Pu. The last statue was one that will be residing above the celestial vehicle to travel and transverse to each of these pilgrimage areas. There is once a saying that one has 3 mouths and spoke of the goodness of the Buddha endlessly. They would never be able to finish speaking and praising the Lord Buddha due to his good virtues. With Luang Pu, it is similarly, which Luang Pa Tamashayo recognized himself. Especially in this world, it is risky. Luang Pu said, like in the words of the Lord Buddha, people who went to heaven and people who went to hell can be compared to the horns of a bull and the fur of a bull. 2 horns represents the amount of people that went to heaven, while each fur of the bull represents the people who went to hell. Most people in these days do not bear any belief in heaven, any belief in hell, nor any belief in the value of goodness, nor any belief in the law of karma. If we did not meet and find Wat Dhammakaya, we shall follow the stream of the belief of the normal people worldwide. Therefore, for us, Luang Pa had the intention to look over the pilgrimage path of the Great Master in order to make sure to fully acknowledge the goodness of Luang Pu Wat Pat Nam. The first area of Lotus Land was extremely difficult for us to attain, and we had to invest deeply and fully in order to even attain the land of Lotus Land to make a memorial hall for Luang Pu at that time. There are some obstacles that we encountered. One of Luang Pu's grandchildren said that, oh, we are developing a mega mall at there or creating a park there. They believe that we were creating a supermarket there. However, our intention was to create a memorial hall for Luang Pu. In order to even get the understanding of the people in that area, it was greatly difficult. A particular quality about the area of Lotus Land is that the area is unable to catch on fire, and one may find that the rice coming from Lotus Land is especially delicious. Luang Pu came to be born in this area, which is comfortable, cool, and has good weather. 10 years before, one may know that this area actually used to be under the ownership of Luang Pu in a previous life when he was a king. Luang Pa Tamashio says Luang Pu, in every single one of his lives, he will ordain as a monk. And in that life, where he ruled over the area of Lotus Land, and during that time, that area where he was ruling over, he continuously gave dana or gave alms in that area. However, when he was born, his mother said that Luang Pu did not cry. Is this miraculous? Everyone who is born, everyone cries, because when one is born, it is painful for the child. However, Luang Pu himself did not cry, meaning that he bared great patience in order to stop himself from crying. Compared to the great Lord Buddha Siddhartha, Prince, when he was born, he did not cry. In fact, he walked. The first day that Luang Pu was born, he did not cry. And when he was still in a cradle, he was able to teach himself, having wisdom, always having mindfulness of himself, knew that his mother had to go out to make a living. Before his mom would go out to make a living, she would put a ball of rice into the baby's mouth in order to cure his hunger while she was gone. At that time, the baby knew that this piece of rice in his mouth was here for him to eat while his mother was gone. Therefore, he had to be patient and wait for his mother to come home before he was able to be fed. The phenomenon of Longpu being born in every life is extraordinary. Take, for example, when Longpu was a baby, he was especially cute, causing for girls and women to come to try and play with him. However, as a baby, Longpu did not like this and would push himself away from the girls. He would teach himself to pull the shirt of the girls, forcing the women to place them down to make sure that their shirt didn't rise up. Whenever he did this, whenever women came to carry the baby, this caused for the women all nude to not try to carry Longpu. At the age of 9, his parents sent him to learn and to study with his uncle. Not only was he able to pass each of his studies, but he was also able to teach his friends to learn the areas of studies that he was learning at the time. His family sent him to learn at another temple, Wat Pangpla. His family, part of them resided at another temple, Wat Pangpla. And while he was there, he learned more about the Buddha's teaching, which was in a different language, not the language of Thai. In that time, if they were able to finish this book, that meant that they had completed the entire field of study, and Longpu himself was able to fulfill and succeed in this area. Not only was he able to finish, he was able to teach others. At the age of 13, Longpu went back to help with his family business. At the age of 14, his father passed away. At the age of 14, Longpu went ahead to take on the role and to take on the head of the business at that time. He had to take care of 5 lives in that family because the head of the household, his father, had passed away. He had to step up in responsibility and did so wholeheartedly. We must think for ourselves. For someone who wholeheartedly stepped up to take responsibility, as for his father was a rice farmer, was one who built up a business for himself and sold rice. In order to sell rice, one used a boat to move throughout the canal, and that boat in particular moved slowly and needed a rod to push the boat to continually move the boat to reach the destination. This is not a light boat, nor is it a self-propelling boat. This is one that we have to continually push and maneuver ourselves. Now imagine to having to do this for 200 kilometers. For one to move and step forward to be the head of a household and the rice business is not an extraordinary thing, but he did it with full responsibility. In order to go step up and find and support his family, he gave no excuses. He did not try to push the responsibility away. One who is able to do this is one who is willing to make many sacrifices and has great patience. There was a special occasion that happened in his life. When Long Pu was 19, he was finished selling the rice, therefore he was pushing the boat, faring back to his homeland. This is where we arrived to the Bangnang Ten Canal, knowing he took the shortcut because the boat allowed for him to take the shortcut after ferrying the rice. However, he knew that the risk involved robbers and thieves and pirates who were waiting to loot any boats coming back after having sold their ferry. If a thief came, usually they would shoot the person in the back. If a thief came and shoot the person in the back, he will fight. However, Long Pu felt that he was taking advantage of his crew. They only gained about 10 baht in order to sell the rice. However, they're risking their lives to protect his property. Therefore, he shall sacrifice himself to protect his own property and step up and take the responsibility. He knew that this was not right, then was willing to risk his life to fight with the thieves himself. He was willing to die on behalf of the crew. Therefore, he made it so that he went to the back of the helm himself. However, this situation made him realize the difficulty it is in life in order to make a living. He saw that regardless of how hard his father had worked endlessly to make a living, to the end, Long Pu's father passed away without being able to take any of that wealth with him. Long Pu said that he shall not be like this. Because he passed that canal, reflecting on life and death, causing the robbers to know, or in case that any robbers came to attack him, he made a resolution at that time that may I not die, because death will cause us to not be able to fulfill the goal that we have in our life. Now we ask for us, to the Dhammayatra monks and to the lay people who are listening. If death is at the edge, coming for us, and asked us what we want to do, giving us one day, some people may want to visit the last place. Some people may want to eat good food. Some people might want to go and apologize to those that they have wronged. But is there any people who would say that they would want to ordain? Long Pu, coming into life, knew that ordaining was the best and most noble life one can lead. He knew that this was the best life because death was was calling for him and beckoning him at that time. He knew that ordination was the best life. Therefore, the life that the Dhammayatras are holding at this time is the best life. Day by day, make sure that you live to the fullest. In order to ordain, Long Pu knew that he wanted to become a monk. However, he was worried about his mother. In order to make sure that his family was well off before he went to ordain, he knew that for himself, he had to use less and make more in order to make enough money in 3 years to take care of his mother for the rest of her life. In 1 year, ask yourselves how much one uses. In 10 for us per year, if we knew how much we had to make, we would know that for a lifetime, we had to make about 10 million baht in order to take care of our mother for the rest of their life. Now, think that he was able to attain that much wealth in 3 years to make sure and guarantee that his mother would be comfortable for the rest of her life. Now, having guaranteed this, he was able to ordain without any worries and any regrets. There, he asked his mother and begged her farewell in order to go and ordain. He had to make a plan before he left. And then fulfilling his plan, he was able to ordain. When Long Pu finally ordained as a monk, there are generally 2 fields of studies that monks can pursue. Field of studying the Pali scriptures versus the field of studying meditation. However, for Long Pu, he pursued both. He meditated every day, but also choosing to study all the subjects. He, in his first year as a monk, he was able to recall all of the scriptures that he has learned. He was able to recall all the scriptures to a T, and one day he came upon the word Ivisha, which was one causing for the rebirth and trapping one in the cycle of samsara, causing him to wonder about the meaning of this word, and he went to ask his teachers about the meaning of Avisha. The answer that he received was that if he wanted to know what Avishai was, he must have to go study in the city of Bangkok in order to get this answer, because no one at that time was able to answer that question for him. Luang Pu then decided to go and study in Bangkok with the goal at Wat Chetapon. Because he was a new monk, he often had difficulty in getting alms. Whenever he walked, he found that it was difficult to get any alms. There was a time where he was unable to get alms for 3 days. On the third day, he was able to get sticky rice and a banana. However, before he was going to eat, he came across a very skinny dog. For us, what would we say to that dog in order before to eating? Luang Pu made the decision to give half of the food after not eating for 3 days, to give half of that food to the dog, and made a resolution that any day after this, may he never face any hardship regarding food. He would spend every day dedicated to studying the Pali scriptures. When Luang Pu was going through his studies, he came across a layperson who was able to offer him alms every day, so he did not have to worry about going and begging for food while he was spending his days studying. As she grew older, she was unable to take care of herself, therefore knowing that he had gratitude towards her for feeding him at that time. He was able to later on take care of her when she needed help. Later on, when Luang Pu was able to ordain, he set up Wat Prachamakaya, or Wat Paknam, by Kunyai Chan Kunok Yung, and taught her as his disciple. Luang Pu taught Kunyai, and Kunyai was able to share that Visha and the same Tamakaya method to our father here, Luang Po Tamashayo. Why are we paying respect to Luang Pu Wat Paknam along in this pilgrimage path? It is because Luang Pu rediscovered the method to free all living beings from suffering. Here we have 7 pilgrimage spots in order to pay homage to his lifelong mission, and each of these important areas possess a golden statue of Luang Pu. May all of you say Sadhu. In order to first have a Dhammayatra project, number 1, you have to have a Dhammayatra monks. 2, you must have a newly Dhammayatra monks who are 1,000 or more in number. 3, you must have flowers. The first year we used roses, second year we used chrysanthemums. Now I want for us to see the picture here about the first time we had walked the Dhammayatra procession. The first one was 200 and more kilometers, which all of the monks, they themselves walked. We are deeply impressed with all of the Dhammayatra monks, including the lay people. All the monks walking, seeing the lay people saying sadhu to them, causing for the monks to feel greatly proud and were able to hold great composure. The day that we had reached the temple of Wasang Pinong, that was when all the Dhammayatra monks had walked a total of 100 kilometers. This was the first day that we had done the Dhammayatra session. Please enjoy.
ก่อนอื่นต้องขอขอบพระเดชพระคุณพระเดชคุณพระเทพญาณมหามุนีที่ทำให้ผมได้มีโอกาสอย่างวันนี้ผมเองเกิดมานำชีวิตเดินทางอยู่บนโลกนี้77 ปีเต็มๆที่ผ่านมาไม่นึกไม่ฝันว่าชีวิตจะมีวันนี้คือวันที่ได้นำพาชีวิตมาเดินบนเส้นทางที่โรยด้วยกลีบกุหลาบซึ่งเป็นเรื่องที่ไม่น่าเชื่อเดินบนกลีบกุหลาบไม่ใช่เป็นเรื่องที่จะประสบได้ง่ายๆจึงมีความรู้สึกประทับใจมากเป็นครั้งเดียวในชีวิตก็จะประทับใจไปชั่วชีวิตเช่นเดียวกัน
ณสถานที่1 กิโลเมตรเศษนี้มีสาธุชนผู้มีบุญได้โรยกลีบกุหลาบงดงามหอมกลุ่นตลอดระยะเส้นทางมีพระสงฆ์ผู้เป็นสังฆชินบุตรพุทธชิโนรสผู้เป็นเนื้อนาบุญ 1,200 กว่ารูปกราบอนุโมทนาบุญกับพุทธบุตรที่ร่วมเดินธุดงค์ทุกรูปพระคุณท่านเป็นสังฆชินบุตรพุทธชิโนรสผู้สง่างามในศาสนาด้วยความรู้สึกดังกล่าวนี้จะทำให้ท่านงดงามสง่างามสมกับเป็นพุทธบุตรเป็นยิ่งนัก
ก็เชื่อว่าเหตุการณ์ที่พระธุดงค์ได้เดินธุดงค์ในครั้งนี้นะฮะว่าจะทำให้ชาวไทยเราเนี่ยหันหน้าเข้าหาพระศาสนาก็เป็นส่วนหนึ่งที่ทำให้เกิดความสามัคคีเกิดขึ้น
การเดินครั้งนี้ผมว่าปลุกศรัทธาของประชาชนก็ได้เยอะนะครับแล้วก็สร้างความเข้มแข็งให้กับพุทธศาสนาให้ทุกคนได้เห็นแล้วก็มีความศรัทธานะครับผมถือว่าเกิดประโยชน์มากบางครั้งชุมชนหรือว่าชนบทเนี่ยยังไม่เคยเห็นยังไม่เคยทราบแล้วก็มาได้รับทราบถึงเกียรติประวัติของหลวงปู่ซึ่งเป็นคนสองพี่น้องแล้วก็นำสาธุชนมามากมายอย่างเงี้ยมันเกิดความปลื้มปิติเป็นความภาคภูมิต่อชาติภูมิของเรามากนะครับตรงนี้ต้องกราบขอบพระคุณกราบนมัสการหลวงปู่สดบารมีธรรมที่ท่านได้สร้างไว้นี้ถือว่าเกิดประโยชน์ต่อสังคมของชุมชนเป็นอย่างยิ่งครับ
พวกเราสาธุการด้วยนะ3 ครั้งสาธุสาธุสาธุก็เดินอย่างนี้อยู่หลายปีนะ
สาธุสาธุสาธุ We would like to invite you to, after viewing the first year of the Dhammayatra method, it was quite fun. Lay people would come. The Dhammayatra monks were able to walk the pilgrimage path. Now we will look at the 8th year of the Dhammayatra.
วัดสองพี่น้องพระอารามหลวงอำเภอสองพี่น้องจังหวัดสุพรรณบุรีอนุสรณ์สถานลำดับที่ 3บนเส้นทางมหาปูชนียาจารย์สถานที่เกิดในเพศสมณะของพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่พระผู้ปราบมารพุทธสถานอันศักดิ์สิทธิ์ที่เกื้อหนุนให้พระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่ได้ก้าวสู่เส้นทางอันประเสริฐโดยย้อนไปเมื่อต้นเดือนกรกฎาคมพุทธศักราช 2449 ขณะนั้นท่านมีอายุย่างเข้า 22 ปี ได้ทำตามสัจจวาจาที่เคยตั้งจิตอธิษฐานไว้ก้าวสู่พัทธสีมาอุโบสถวัดสองพี่น้องอุปสมบทเป็นพระภิกษุในพระพุทธศาสนาและได้รับฉายาว่าจันทสโรผู้นำแสงสว่างมาสู่โลกประดุจพระจันทร์ส่องสว่างยามราตรีท่านคือพระภิกษุผู้เป็นดั่งจอมธรรมผู้มีมโนปณิธานอันยิ่งใหญ่ที่จะปราบมารประหารกิเลสไปให้ถึงที่สุดแห่งธรรมการได้ร่วมรำลึกถึงประวัติศาสตร์อันทรงคุณค่าของพระมงคลเทพมุนีสดจันทสโรพระผู้ปราบมารณสถานที่เกิดในเพศสมณะวัดสองพี่น้องพระอารามหลวงคือช่วงเวลาที่จะได้เชื่อมสายบุญอยู่กับแหล่งแห่งความบริสุทธิ์น้อมนำใจสู่เส้นทางอันประเสริฐของสมณะผู้เลิศโดยภายหลังจากที่ได้อุปสมบทแล้วพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่ได้มุ่งศึกษาคำสอนของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าทั้งภาคปริยัติและภาคปฏิบัติตั้งใจศึกษาพระธรรมวินัยและพระบาลีจากพระไตรปิฎกอย่างจริงจังกล่าวได้ว่าพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่คือต้นแบบของสมณะผู้สมบูรณ์พร้อมด้วยปริยัติปฏิบัติปฏิเวทและเป็นเนื้อนาบุญอันประเสริฐยิ่งของชาวโลกสืบสานเส้นทางของพระผู้ปราบมารคือการสืบทอดหนทางที่จะนำไปสู่การได้รู้ได้เห็นได้เข้าถึงแก่นแห่งธรรมอันแท้จริงตามคำสอนของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าซึ่งตลอดชีวิตการเป็นสมณะของพระเดชพระคุณหลวงปู่ท่านมุ่งถ่ายทอดวิธีการเข้าถึงพระธรรมกายโดยยืนยันว่ามรรคผลนิพพานนั้นมีอยู่ในตัวสามารถเข้าถึงได้ด้วยการทำใจนิ่งและศูนย์กลางกายฐานที่ 7โดยธรรมกายจะปรากฏเป็นความจริงแก่ผู้ได้เข้าถึงธรรมซึ่งเป็นสัจธรรมของพระพุทธศาสนาไม่มีสิ่งใดมาลบล้างได้นับเป็นความปลื้มปีติสุดจะประมาณที่ได้มาเชื่อมสายบุญเชื่อมจรดดวงใจไปยังพื้นแผ่นดินศักดิ์สิทธิ์วัดสองพี่น้องร่วมประกาศถึงปณิธานของท่านให้เป็นที่ประจักษ์เพื่อเชื่อมดวงใจชาวโลกสู่เส้นทางอันประเสริฐที่จะนำไปสู่รัตนะภายในคือพระธรรมกายของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า
สาธุ สา
This is the second generation of Dhammayatra. You can see here that lay people have all over the country have come to join the Dhammayatra pilgrimage. This is a miraculous event to have a Dhammayatra in this year because, including COVID, Dhammayatra includes 3 parts. One needs Dhammayatra monks. 2, we have Dhammayatras coming from all across the world. We see that the monks in this year is more than any other year. We also must have petals and flowers, which we have prepared especially. However, the question is, how shall we invite the lay people to come and join the ceremony? Luckily, last year, when we had COVID, people were able to think of the Zoom app initiative in order to make sure that this activity happened. If this activity is not successful, then we would not be able to have the Dhammayatra activities. But because we had the Dhammayatra activities, through Zoom, the lay people were able to attend the program. In this year, we may not be able to attend the pilgrimage events. However, we were able to do just like last year, having and opening the Zoom program for us to join. This year, we were able to open and let lay people to join also. We are so happy to see the lay people come, just like during the time of the Buddha era. The lay people who have come to fulfill their duties may have much merit. May all of you say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Tomorrow, the lay people will also come. For most of the lay people who aren't able to attend the ceremonies for today, of course you can join and have the opportunity to join through Zoom.
Pā che thamam phante, anukampam upathaya.
Sadhu, Sadhu. Therefore, we want to tell the Dhammayatra monks that the lay people are greatly impressed. The Dhammayatra who is able to join, they have so much merit, great merit. If we're able to see the merit that we have made today, we would be absolutely surprised by how great it is. For the people that have joined today, despite being limited by COVID restrictions, the lay people who had the ability to come today had to first be passing through the vaccine screening and pass through 2 screens of vaccines at the same time.
อยากเด็ดดวงดาวมอบเอาไว้ให้เธอคนดีอย่างเธอเป็นดังคนโลกไฟฝันแม้สวรรค์แสนไกลหรือโลกไหนก็ลือลั่นเป็นรางวัลและตำนานอันยิ่งใหญ่จะเป็นตะวันสาดส่องแสงสีทองให้เธอเฝ้ามองอยู่กลางท้องเธอเรื่อยไปด้วยใจใสแย้มบานดังตัวฉันอยู่เคียงไกลเป็นธงชัยสู่เป้าหมายอันสูงส่งนิรันดร์บนทางเดินแม้มีขวากน้ำเธออย่าคร้าก้าวไปโดยไม่หวั่นทุ่มชีวิตของเธอฝ่าฟันให้ความฝันเธอนั้นเป็นจริงได้จงปลอบดวงใจให้ทุกคนได้ชุ่มเย็นจงดับทุกเข็ญให้ทุกคนได้ชื่นใจจงเป็นน้ำทิพย์เย็นดับกระหายยามโหยให้เป็นแรงใจให้ทุกคนได้สมดังตั้งใจบนทางเดินแม้มีขวากน้ำเธออย่าคร้าก้าวไปโดยไม่หวั่นทุ่มชีวิตของเธอฝ่าฟันให้ความฝันเธอนั้นเป็นจริงได้จงปลอบดวงใจให้ทุกคนได้ชุ่มเย็นจงดับทุกเข็ญให้ทุกคนได้ชื่นใจจงเป็นน้ำทิพย์เย็นดับกระหายยามโหยให้เป็นแรงใจให้ทุกคนได้สมดังตั้งใจตะวันสาดส่องแสงสีทองให้เธอเฝ้ามองอยู่กลางท้องเธอเรื่อยไปด้วยใจใสแย้มบานดังตัวฉันอยู่เคียงไกลเป็นธงชัยสู่เป้าหมายอันสูงส่งนิรันดร์
สามครั้งนะสาธุ
สาธุสา
We have 2 pictures for you to view. 2 children who have sat in the sunlight in order to welcome the Dhammayatra. How cute. They were able to sit in the sunlight of Thailand, which isn't any normal sunlight. There was once a king who in this past life, the king had seen that there was once a Pacheka Buddha, a silent Buddha, who, wherever he went, Mara obstructed him from gaining any alms to eat. Therefore, upon one day after refreshing himself and waking up in the morning, he had seen the Pacheka Buddha with an empty alms bowl. Then he went home and immediately ordered his cook to cook up something in order to offer to the silent Buddha, and ran as fast as he could and ordered one to run and get the alms from the silent Buddha, having to bear the sunlight. But the servant who went to get the alms of the silent Buddha made the wish, with the merit that I make from running as fast as I can in the sun, in this blistering sunlight, may in every lifetime afterwards, may I have Dana coming to me expediently. That is one. May I be able to travel quickly. And second, with the legs that I walk as fast as I can, may wherever I go, may I be a king tree. May the food that I have offered, may I have a part in the merit from the enlightenment of the silent Buddha. Therefore, this servant then in the next life was able to be born as this king. As for us, we sit in the blistering sunlight despite not running. Therefore, we should make having the merit to give and welcome the Dhammayatra monks. As for tomorrow, there is going to be a welcoming of the Dhammayatra monks. For those who are attending, may you wear white attire and have been vaccinated twice. Therefore, in the end, we have been able to fulfill all the requirements of having a Dhammayatra. Now we would like to invite all of the Dhammayatra monks and lay people to come and make a resolution with us. Bundai, by this merit that I performed on this occasion, by this merit and in dedication to others, may I attain the ninefold Dhamma immediately as I am still reciting and must traverse the cycle of rebirth. May I be like the bodhisattvas who are true, receiving the prophecy by the Lord Buddha, by the virtue of lacking the 18 unfortunate traits. May I shun away from the fivefold dread, be delightful in keeping the precepts, be detached from the five sensual pleasures, refrain from harmful intoxicants, that is the sense pleasure. May I be not relying on false view, relying on only right view, not associating with fools, associating only with the wise. May I become a source of goodness, which are faith, mindfulness, shame of sin, fear of sin, persistence, and patience. May I not fall under the power of foes, never be fooled, unreasonable. May I understand well the causes of success and failure, and be quick in comprehending the Dhamma. May I be able, encountering no obstacles, in Dhamma one should know, like a wind blowing in the air. May all intentions of mine that are wholesome become true easily. May all the things that I have declared occur to me in every lifetime. Whenever the Lord Buddha, who proclaims the Dhamma to end suffering, arises in the world, at that time, may I, free from bad karma, have an opportunity to attain enlightenment. May I be born as a human of pure gender and ordained as a monk. May I prefer to keep the precepts, upheld, and maintain Buddhism of the Lord Buddha. May I attain inner Dhamma easily attain enlightenment instantly, know the truth of the Arahants, possessing Dhamma, who have Visha in the least, if there is no Buddha in that era, may my good acts accumulate fully. Accordingly, may I attain insight, attaining the most supreme and highest wisdom. Sape Sata Satanglai, all living beings who have suffering, who share this life cycle, all alike, Avera, may you be happy. Please do not have retribution upon one another. Apayapata, may you be happy. Please do not harm each other. Anika, may you be happy. Please do not have any physical and mental difficulties. Saki atanang pariharantu. Please have physical and mental happiness. Be free from danger and all dangers. May all of you who have suffering, may you be happy. May all of you who are happy, may you have greater happiness. Sape Sata, all living beings, from the egg, from the womb, from moisture, and from spontaneous arising. May all of you come to receive the merit that we share. Now pay respect to the triple gem.
สัมพุทโธภควา
อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภะคะวา
พุทธังภควันตังอภิวาเทมิ
พุทธังภคะวันตังอภิวาเทมิ
พุทโธเมนาโถพระพุทธเจ้าเป็นที่พึ่งของเราสวากขาโตภควตาธัมโม
สวากขาโตภะคะวตาธัมโม
ธัมมังนามัสสามิ
ธัมมังนามัสสามิ
ธัมโมเมนาโถพระธรรมเป็นที่พึ่งของเราสุปฏิปันโนภควโตสาวกสังโฆ
สุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆ
สังฆังนะมามิ
สังฆังนะมามิ
สังโฆเมนาโถพระสงฆ์เป็นที่พึ่งของเรา
Now we invite all
เรียน
the
เชิญ
lay
สาธุชน
people through Zoom and online. Pay respect to the presiding monk.
โดยพร้อมเพรียงกันนะครับ
Bow,
กราบ
bow,
กราบ
bow.
ขอกราบ
May the Dhammayatra monks
รูปนั่งคุกเข่าประนมมือ
pay
ตั้ง
respect
ใจกราบท่านพระครูธรรมธร
to
อา
the
รักษ์
presiding
ยานา
monk,
ผู้ช่วย
helper
เจ้า
of
อาวาส
Wat
วัดพระธรรมกาย
Parthamakai.
ท่านประธานสงฆ์โดยพร้อมด้วยกันนะครับ
Bow,
กราบ
bow,
กราบ
Bow.
กราบ
ขอบารมีธรรมของพระนิพพาน
May the merits and perfections of the great master, especially Longpu, take care of the Dhammayatra monks, taking care and making sure that one another is safe and prosperous. May all of the lay people who have had participation in the Dhammayatra activities have prosperity, have great wealth to pursue perfections, have bright and radiant Dhamma within to follow and continue to follow Longpu throughout until the utmost Dhamma. Sadhu.
ขอกราบราตนาคณะ
May
สง
all
ฆ์
of the Sangha members turn towards the Mahathamagaya Jediya and invite the lay people to prepare to pay respect to the Mahathamagaya Jedi by bowing 3 times. Bow, bow,
กราบ
bow.
กราบ
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We would like to rejoice in the merit that we have made today in candle lighting, the merits that we have accumulated here in paying homage to one who deserves and is worthy of paying homage is great and numerous. And I hope that everyone was able to enjoy the videos that we have seen. Of course, today we have been able to do a candle lighting at the Wat Pratamagaya, but in previous years, we have been able to visit the pilgrimage sites freely, and you can see through the areas that this is a activity that takes so much planning and involves the entire team, not just from the Dhammayatra monks, but it involves the lay people, volunteers, and people of all parts to come together to help and make this program happen. And just like with each presiding year, today and this year, we have also been able to be lucky enough to hold this program through Zoom to make this program one that we can come and participate in despite the social distancing measures and despite COVID. So I would like to rejoice in the merits of you being at home or all of the lay people who have come to visit the Dhammakaya Foundation here today to make it happen. We rejoice in your merit, and our next program that we will have is the Dhammayatra procession, another walk for tomorrow. So please join us tomorrow at 3:30, and we would like to rejoice in your merit. Sadhu, and see you tomorrow.